So today we are going to start the merits and demerits of partnership. Because in previous topics, previous classes, I explained you about the meaning and features of partnership. In the features of partnership, I explained you about the Partnership Act 1932 and the amendment and the minimum and maximum number of partners, their liabilities, their terms and conditions, everything related with partnership I explained you. So today in chapter 2, we are going to do the importance and limitations of partnership. As in previous class, I explained you the meaning and features already. So today we are going to start that merits of partnership. See, merits of partnership, when we compare with the sole proprietor, we can find out the partnership form of organization solve various problems of sole proprietorship. First of all, first point, easy formation and closure. As I told you, it is easy to start a partnership. Minimum 2 and maximum 50 persons can make a partnership firm. And it is also easy to dissolve it, to close it, as less formalities are required. Only Partnership Act will be applicable on it. When we compare it, this point with the forms of company organization, then we can say it has less formalities. See, if 2 or more than 2 friends are ready to do the business together, they have mutual understanding and they are looking forward that they will earn higher profits, then they can form partnership. And when the task is over, when the time period is over, or when they want to wind up this partnership, they can close it. Means they can dissolve it. So for making or for ending, both the process are easy. Less formalities are required. Only the condition is that all partners must be ready for formation as well as for wind up or dissolution. See, that's why we can say when you or others, when they want your suggestion, then the main thing is that when you are going to make a partnership, have mutual understanding. You should know each other, or as I told you, you should have written agreement. So at the time of dispute, that will be useful for you. So partnership formation and closure both are easy, less formalities are required. And in India, Partnership Act 1932 is applicable and amendment also. So less formalities are required. Now next, balanced decision making. See, the decision is always better than sole proprietor. As you know, if a one person is taking decision, there may be chances of failures. There may be some problems. But when all the partners are taking decision in a meeting, everyone will have their own opinion. Everyone will give the decision regarding that. So there will be balanced and appropriate decision and better than others. So involvement of more than one person, so everyone will use their brain, their intelligence, their experience, their knowledge. So the decision will be better. Yes. Then marriage is more fun. I'm sure you must agree. Same sole proprietor, the capital invested by one person. But that problem solved through partnership. How? See, in the partnership, all partners contribute the capital. So there will be more funds. Agree? Why more funds? Because all partners will contribute the capital, so that large amount of capital can be accumulated. But this merit is in comparison of sole proprietor. As I told you, in sole proprietor, the capital invested by one person only. Here, capital invested by all partners. Maybe that there will be difference according to their terms and condition or according to their deed, but the capital investment is more than sole proprietor. Sure. Then sharing of risk. Sharing of risk, as I told you at the time of sole proprietor, if the sole proprietor is enjoying all the profits, he has to bear all the risk and loss also. But see, my dear children, partnership, in the partnership firm, all the partners will share the profits. So it as well as losses, as well as risk. So it reduces the anxiety, burden, and stress on individual partner. See, if a sole proprietor is having loss, he has to bear all the loss. So there will be risk, individual risk. But in partnership, if there is some loss, then this risk will be divided among all the partners. So that is the benefit, that the burden is not only on one person, that will be shared. Okay, then secrecy can be maintained. How secrecy can be maintained? No legal requirement to publish its accounts and reports, and it is not necessary to show your secrecy and confidential information to others. In partnership, the information about the business, about the profits, and all the confidential information will be between the partners only. That will not be shared by outsiders. So no need to show to others, no need to publish the accounts as company accounts required, so they can have secrecy. So before limitations, we have to discuss the merits once again. First, easy formation and closure. If you want to note down, you can note down. See, the partnership formation and closure is easy. There is not much legal formalities required. Balanced decision making. The decision is always balanced and better because many persons involved in it. Then more funds, more resources, more amount of invested capital. Do you agree? Yes. In sole proprietor, the amount invested by one person only. But in partnership, the amount invested by partners. So naturally, there will be more funds. Sharing of risk. Sharing of risk means in sole proprietor, the whole risk is of only one person. But in partnership, that is shared by all. So they can share their risk, they can share their losses. So it is beneficial for all. Then next, merits of partnership is secrecy can be maintained. They can keep confidential information secret. It is not necessary to show to others to publish in the accounts. See, for company accounts, it is necessary to show their information, publish their information, but in partnership, that is not required. Now, limitations of partnership. See, when we appreciate one, when we can explain the merits, Everything has some limitations and demerits also. So limitations of partnership, first of all, as you know, unlimited liability. It means same as sole proprietor. In the partnership also, few partners have unlimited liability according to their deed. Means in case of loss or if the firm is unable to pay off the debts, the personal property will be utilized, attached. Then limited resources. See, my dear children, limited resources. In comparison of sole proprietor, they have more resources. But when we compare with the company form of organization, they have limited resources. If they want to expand their business, if they want to launch a new product, they want to open a new branch, then they may have problem. In comparison to company accounts, they have limited resources. Oh, the actual point which we can say, conflicts, disputes, disagreements. This is the problem. In the partnership firm, they may have disputes, they may have conflicts, they may have disagreement between partners. So it may lead to dissolution of firms. There may be problems. See, everyone has their own opinion. Someone is not agree with the opinion of the another one, so there may be disputes and conflicts, and it is said always that the partnership will always end with the disputes, disagreements or conflicts. Then lack of continuity, just now we can say lack of continuity means in case of retirement, death, insanity, imprisonment, illegal business, or by the order of court. If the firm is continuous facing losses, they can come to an end. So that is the problem there also, lack of continuity. Oh, lack of public confidence. See, lack of public confidence. See, generally public don't believe on partnership because everyone thinks that the end of the partnership will be through disputes only. Then who will pay our amount? So no one is ready to believe on that business. No one is ready to give them loan. So lack of public confidence is there, and it is free from government control also. So no one is ready to believe easily. So first of all, we will discuss all the points again. Limitations of partnership. Yes. Unlimited liability. C. Personal property will also be utilized. Earlier, in olden days, all partners have unlimited liability. But now, due to amendment, few may have limited liability. Okay, but unlimited liability means the personal property will also be utilized to pay off the debts. Then limited resources. Partnership firm in comparison to company accounts have limited resources, limited finance, limited capital. Why? If they want to expand their business, then they have to make new partners, enter new partners. So they have limited resources. Then it's the common point, disagreement, conflicts, disputes. Disagreements means maybe if, see, two or more than two persons are there. This is always happen that someone is ready, someone is agree on that point, someone is not agree. So that is the problem there. It is, we can say this is the reason of conflicts or disputes. Maybe any partner is not ready to accept the decision of another partner. Then if they don't have faith on each other, if they are doing cheating and fraud with each other, so there will always some disputes. Say this is demerit, so we can say this lack of continuity. See, I will explain you types of partnership. Period based partnership means when the period is over, partnership is over. Task based partnership means when the task is over, partnership is over. Or due to court's order, when the all partners are ready to dissolve, when the firm is having continuous loss, when they found in some indulge in some illegal business. So insanity. The various reasons are there when a firm can be dissolved. Dissolution may be possible, wind up is possible every time. So that is the problem, lack of continuity. Then lack of public confidence. Say public in India, public is not ready to have faith or easily on partnership because they may have dispute, then who will pay back our amount? That is the problem. So today we completed all these points, and I am sure you understood the topic partnership, meaning, features, merits and demerits of partnership. But when we compare, then we can find out there are some problems, there are some merits or demerits. So I am sure you must understood the topic. Any doubt, then you can